It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NFL.
It's football season. Well, almost, PK. First, it's money season. Keep giving guys contracts, get through camp, and then we'll get to football season. Rashawn Slater, 4 years, $112 million contract extension. The Chargers left tackle, the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. Yeah, for a couple more weeks, someone else will get a deal, and then there you go. But Harbaugh wants an awesome offensive line. He wants to run the ball. He's got to protect the quarterback, so the left tackle gets paid.
Way to go, left tackle.
Yeah, right? Cleveland Browns quarterback Kenny Pickett, hamstring injury Saturday. His status, TBD. So more reps for Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders as they try to juggle four quarterbacks and figure out what they're going to do and see if somebody has an injury and they can trade one away and at least get something. PK's juggling. He's pantomiming juggling. Pantomiming on the radio.
People can see
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube.
I got millions of people watching me. How you doing out there?
What was that?
How you doing out there?
Nice jersey right there. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones says he's aware of fans' chants to pay Micah Parsons that have been ringing out during training camp, but he offered a little in terms of an update on the talks. Really, I don't have anything to comment at all, Jones said. Just no comment.
Do you find it funny that the NFL is wide open and college, if you come like a half a foot around the corner, they send 3 interns racing after you?
Yep, and the NFL's the only one that's figured it out.
Open practices? What's this?
And they got people talking all through the offseason. We've been hearing from GMs and coaches and quarterbacks and other star players. But college football and other sports leagues shut it down, control it, screen. The NFL will take all the free publicity you can give them. They've got the most money, and they just keep selling it.
There's one time I had a meeting and had to cover a Utah practice, and so the meeting was downtown here at work, and I wouldn't have time to go home. So I just went over there, and I went way south of the practice field, and it was warm, and I sat outside. Kid comes around, "You can't be here." I said, "I'm not watching. And even if I was watching, I don't care." "You can't be here." So I turned around and walked about 20 yards more south, or southerner, and I just didn't have time to go home. They made such a big deal about it. I am way too old to be worrying about what you're doing in practice.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
The NFL goes to Europe and makes money. College football is saying, why don't we go to Europe and make money? The Michigan Wolverines getting ready to open next season against Western Michigan in Germany. Frankfurt, 55,000-foot stadium, Deutsche Bank Park.
Seat, not foot.
55,000 seats, sorry. 55,000 seat.
See, that's his house. It's just small.
Square footage, got it.
Yeah.
You got to have a riding vacuum.
You didn't think that was a big deal.
You don't have a riding vacuum, you will
What's
never, ever get all those dust balls.
So,
It's not happening.
There's a Big 12 baseball. They haven't announced it yet, but one of our local teams will be playing in Mexico City, I understand.
Nice. Big 12 commissioner promised that.
Baseball?
No, that the Big 12 is going to go international.
Oh.
He did not promise baseball, as far as I know. Waiting for football to do that. They can play extra games. They can sell
They're already
TV
doing
networks
it.
for more money. They've got
Farmageddon's
one.
going to Ireland.
Yeah, Farmageddon in Ireland. But as far as playing in Mexico,
Well, you got the U of A.
that's the University of Northern Mexico to all you ASU fans.
Right. So we got that covered.
Fly to San Diego. Bus across on game day. They got a 30,000-seat stadium in Tijuana. Play there. Play a bonus game on ESPN or Fox.
I don't think that's
There you
big
go.
enough.
Monterey's got one that's 50+ thousand.
Florida Gators 7'9" basketball center Olivier Jerr-Uh has been working out with Florida's football team this offseason with a thought that with his size and his leaping ability, he could block field goals or PATs.
Oh, shit. Tip him to one of his teammates. You don't want to just block him out of bounds because that just resets. But if you tip him to one of your teammates, then you got the break.
That's just basketball fundamental. You got to have the football fundamental.
Right. That's the Bill Russell thing. Anybody can block a shot and block a kick, but you got to tip it to one of your teammates.
You block a 1-point PAT, it's a 2-point return going the other way. Bang! It's a 3-point swing. North Carolina Central coach Trey Oliver said that a Virginia Tech assistant coach was on the sidelines for one of North Carolina Central games last season and suggested the move was to lure his star running back, Jamari Taylor, to enter the transfer portal. Virginia Tech said they'd look into the matter. Jamari Taylor did indeed transfer, but not to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, that's why Virginia Tech will look into the matter. Why didn't he transfer there instead of over
to
there?
Virginia. Yeah, you're right. Our guy was there, and he ended up at UVA.
That's why.
What happened? Let's look into that.
Why isn't UVT?
That's an excellent question. I think it's just VT. VT. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
NBA news. Not a lot of it right now, but the Chicago Bulls, who are in the middle of a long rebuilding project, since they went to the conference finals with Derrick Rose, which is going on 15 years now, they are going to stay with Billy Donovan. He has been there 5 years, and they're going to sign him to a multi-year contract extension. They like his leadership. They've had one playoff series in his 5 years there, but not all on him. Get a better roster, I suppose. Autographed pair of Adidas EQT Top 10 shoes that Kobe Bryant wore in his first start for the Lakers have sold for $240,000, including the buyer's premium, with SCP Auctions, the second largest sum ever paid for a pair of his sneakers.
Okay, I have no idea what EQT means, and nor do I have an idea what the buyer's premium means.
The only one that went for more money was the shoes he was wearing when he tore his Achilles in 2013. DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
One of your favorite moments of the baseball season, PK. The Hall of Fame inductions, Cooperstown, New York. A little humor, a little thoughtful reflection, legends of the game coming together.
Well, yeah, my thoughts are, this is very interesting because you have Dave Parker and CC Sabathia are just mass. Now, obviously, Dave Parker's deceased, but he was and CC is, although he's lost a bunch of weight since he stopped playing. He had an alcohol problem. He talked about that, and he uses golf as one of his ways to stay in shape. But they were massive human beings when they played. Then you have Ichiro and Billy Wagner, who are small. So it's kind of a nice dichotomy there between, you don't necessarily have to be this behemoth individual who's just blessed with this enormous size to be able to make it. And you got smaller guys in Wagner and Ichiro. And Ichiro talked about that, when he was engaged talking English, which was cool. And then, one thing, I've been a baseball guy, and I covered inner city schools when I worked in Los Angeles. Dorsey, Crenshaw, Washington, Manual Arts, Locke, all those places. And to see the reduction in the number of young black kids not playing the game, it's just, and I talked to coaches about it. And this was in the 80s and 90s, and how it was a concern. I wonder, in 25 years from now, will we have 3 U.S.-born black Hall of Famers? The numbers show it's going to be very difficult.
The numbers would suggest that that's not going to happen.
Are we going to have another, like in the case of Sabathia, another CC Sabathia, in the way that we had a Bob Gibson and a Dwight Gooden, and just to name a couple.
Aces of different generations.
Yes, and a Frank Robinson in the manner of a Dave Parker. Because we've had them and have been such a plus and a great, I don't want to say addition, but a fabric of the game. And it's not there now. And the numbers are so low. And it bothers me. It just absolutely bothers me. And will we see this? Will it be the last time we see 3 U.S. black guys be in the Hall of Fame together? And obviously you had Dick Allen and Parker and Sabathia.
I think as the game goes international, we're way more likely to see 3 each of us.
Well, certainly we will. That's not even a question. But that is it's always bothered me that's the case. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just talking because these people that played the game that are no longer playing the game, numbers-wise, and I know baseball's tried to do stuff for it. And there'll always be some. I mean, they're not going to be 0. But that's just what struck me watching the introductions and their speeches and all that. And I did watch. I watched all of them. And Ichiro was funny, yeah. And it was cool that he did it in English. And, I mean, this guy came over at 27 years of age and had 10 consecutive seasons of 200 hits or more, including 262. I mean, at 27.
Yeah, and he still gets to 3,000 hits.
Yes.
Having already had more than 1,000 in Japan.
Right. And that,
all told, he had more than Rose.
And I talk about that time in 2004. I went to see Seattle at Baltimore, and he went 5 for 5. He was a magician with the bat. It was a wand. It wasn't a bat.
Mike Trout, career RBI number 1,000. Hit a 2-run homer. Angels beat the Mariners 4-1. Mariners only run on Cal Raleigh's 41st homer of the season.
I was in Mike Trout's hometown just 1 week ago this very day in Millville, New Jersey.
And what did you do in Millville, New Jersey?
Slept, got up, and went on my way. I spent 2 nights there. And then one went to the Jersey Shore, another went to the Phillies game against Boston, where I had the unique pleasure of seeing the game end on catcher's interference.
Oh, you were at that?
I was.
Nice.
Yeah. First
that
time
was
since
so
1971.
So weird. Catcher's interference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I didn't know you were there. I referenced that. And that's the ball game, everybody. So are people looking around? Did everybody get it right away? Did the crowd go nuts?
When he takes the swing and normally a check swing is half of that. I mean, it's just half a swing and they stop. Mm-hmm. Well, he takes a full cut. I think his name is Sosa. He takes the full cut and the bat stops. And I had pretty good seats. That's a little weird, but I was sitting on the third base side, and it was the body of the batter was blocking
because he's right-handed.
Yeah, and he goes and he points, and then all these newer parks anyway have these. All of them have them, but the enormous screen, and they show it, and it was blatant. And the funny thing, there's thousands of Red Sox fans there. It's not that far. There's Red Sox fans everywhere, and then all of a sudden you see all the Red Sox fans start to go to the aisles. Because they saw it. Okay, this game is over. Bases are loaded. The run's going to score. The Philly fans stayed and celebrated, but you see all the Red Sox fans heading for the exits.
Yeah, we're out. That sucked. We're done.
Right. It's kind of anticlimactic. And I think that was 3-2. And then flying home the other night, they had the game on, and I was watching, and what was it, 11-9 with 7 home runs. And my game ended on a catcher's interference for the first time since 1971.
And you never know. Red Sox beat the Dodgers 4-3. Alex Bregman 2-run homer. Red Sox are flying now, 16-6 in their last 22. Dodgers still have a 4-game lead in the division, but they're 5-13. 5 wins since July 4th.
Yeah, it's because the teams behind them, the Padres and Giants, are struggling.
Padres did pick up a game yesterday, beat the Cardinals 9-2, but they're in a pretty mediocre stretch here. And the Giants didn't pick up any ground. They lost to the Mets 5-3.
Mets have won 7 in a row. I saw the Mets play on Sunday. They beat the Reds.
Did you see...
Not yesterday, the week before.
Right. Did you see JT Realmuto, the athletic play he made? It was all over social media. You might have been watching the game. It was Yankees and Phillies. For a guy who grew up halfway between New York and Philly. Well, not exactly halfway, but in between New York and Philly. That was him. And he got way up to catch that ball and then down to make the tag. That was very athletic play.
It was.
Bees beat Albuquerque 5-3 in their series finale. They're off today. They start a series at Oklahoma City tomorrow. DJ and PK.
#RSL.
To the middle of the park, to Ruiz, to Ojeda in the right channel. Ojeda to the edge of the 18, shot off the keeper, and in! Ojeda! 81st minute, a major mistake by Daniel. Ojeda hits it with pace, and it goes off his gloves and into the corner of the goal, and RSL has the lead. Hit him right in the hands, and it's the game winner. RSL beats San Jose 2-1. Sloppy at times, lots of missed opportunities, lots of giveaways, but RSL down a goal in the second half, finds a way to rally and win. Again, they move into 8th place. They're above the playoff line, which after a disastrous May didn't look like it was going to happen very soon, and yet it did. Still 10 games to go, but they're sitting in a playoff spot now.
Who's this guy think he is? He goes by Daniel?
Yeah.
You're not good enough, son.
Apparently, right?
And it's got to be something Maradona.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Not Bob.
This can't be
and Dan.
No.
Hey, Daniel.
I want somebody in soccer to
He's
go by
Brazilian,
Bob.
and they go by one, but
Yeah,
but
but,
you're right. I know.
but baby.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's got to be. It's not Dan.
It is, actually. Daniel.
No, it's not. I refuse to call him that. I'm going to call him by his last name. And what was all the anger toward Chicharo? I was disappointed.
Oh, yeah, there's a banner that was taken down about 10 minutes into the game. 2 NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, sexual harassment. And so people were chanting, no means no.
And did you hear what Victor Wembanyama said?
Oh, I didn't know he said something. I heard
he said it. You can get the audio of it.
I heard he posted something on social media, but there was a follow-up interview.
There it was right there. He says it, man. Lock him up.
Talking about Karl Malone.
Yeah.
RSL's back in action. Leagues Cup action Wednesday night. Club America will be at America First Field. Pablo says, well, they're going to have to rotate a little bit because it's a lot of games, 5 games in 18 days, but they're going to go for it. So expect to see the first choice lineup as much as possible. DJ and PK.
#golf.
Kirkiniana gets hot. Birdies 5 of the first 6 holes and goes on to beat Sam Stevens by 1 stroke, 23 under. He wins the 3M Open in Minnesota. Sets himself up to go in the playoffs, skyrocketing in the FedEx Cup standing, so he's into the playoff now. Zach Blair, Patrick Fishburne tied for 44th place at 11 under. Both of them with identical scores there. Tony Finau missed the cut. They're the locals on the tour this week. One more event, and then into the playoff with the $20 million purses and the big money. What is Trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small, and get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Coming up, we're talking football. Frank Dolce, former Ute quarterback at 8 o'clock. Hans Olsen coming up at 8:30. We'll talk Utes and Cougars with them. The question of the day is next. Stay with us.